So more rumors of a new PlayStation revision coming in 2023. What if I were to tell you both current models of the Sony PlayStation 5 are to be discontinued this year and production is ramping up on a new model that's to be released in September? We're gonna talk about it now. So Tom Henderson, journalist from InsiderGaming.com, reports a new PlayStation 5 is already on its way and is set to be released by September 2023. The rumors are that this new system will go into production in March and be ready to hit store shelves by September. Now, what is the difference between these new systems and the two that are here right now? Apparently, the two existing systems will be completely discontinued. Why do they do that? Because now they will have a slimmer, lighter model that is set to have a detachable disk drive. Why is that important, you ask? Because this disk drive is going to be something that can be purchased individually. So let's say you don't want that higher end model that comes with that detachable disk drive and you want to upgrade later. You now have that option. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be Sony without some kind of swindle built in. At least that's what Desert Eagle says. So what is this swindle and why is it so important? For those who currently own the digital only PlayStation 5 model, this detachable disk drive will not, I repeat, will not be compatible. And why would they not do that? I'm hoping that this is something they change with a major revision or firmware update, but as of right now, the rumors are that it will not be fully upgradable.
The PS5 is notoriously massive and ugly system in my opinion. It definitely needs a slimmer model. Slimmer, lighter, less components usually means cheaper. You know, you think less parts, less materials, less money? Maybe, maybe not.
So it is cheaper to produce and manufacture, I'm assuming. But let's be clear, are they gonna bring those savings onto the consumer?
I think that when this model comes out, they're going to go back to the original manufacturer's suggested retail price of $499, which technically would be cheaper since they raised the price to $549.
I see that point, and I also will go a step further and say I believe that Sony will charge $150 US for the disk drive itself. Yes, you will make the system cheaper initially because you're not having the disk drive, but if you want to upgrade to the full bundle, you will ultimately lose. You will pay more than what the bundle costs.
I can see that happening. And the sad part is, it is cheaper to buy PS5 games on disc. The digital versions, they go on sale once, maybe twice a year. They used to go on sale all the time during the PS4. PS5, no. You're lucky if you get $20 off. It took almost 2 years for Returnal to go on sale digitally. But the discs, you can get the discs at a store for $60 a couple weeks after launch, maybe even $50 a couple months after launch. But the digital, nah.
Now, I know we've been hard on Sony this article. I know we've been bashing them just a little bit, but let me get on their good side now. This is actually a great idea. The fact that you have the ability for consumers to get a cheaper model, and let's say that the shortage of components actually did finalize in 2023, and now they're able to have these systems readily available for their fans. You are giving them choices and the ability to upgrade, which is something that wasn't previously available. You can't upgrade the Xbox Series S to a disc. You can't upgrade the PlayStation 5 digital version to a disc, and that was always one of the issues that they had with those consoles, right? I decided from last generation that I am going to be fully digital, and for the most part I have been. I think it was 1 or 2 discs that I bought since then that have been on super sale, but aside from that I am fully digital. And I actually wanted the PlayStation digital version, but I ended up with the console with the disc drive just because I couldn't find the digital. So I paid that extra $100 for a disc drive that's barely getting used now. So I love this fact that you can now get the cheaper model and maybe down the line upgrade if you want to. I think that's a great idea, and I think it's great for consumers, although the ones who bought the digital version for the original PlayStation 5, they might get the shaft a little bit, but Sony never promised them otherwise. So is it really a shaft?
I think it's a mistake. If that turns out to be true, of course, because it may not be. The report on that may be wrong, because you have nothing to lose, especially if it's going to be $150 like Pleasa's predicting here. You have nothing to lose by making this drive compatible with the digital version that's currently available. The install base on that version is so small because they manufactured so few of them. This is an easy revenue stream for those prior customers, and that builds loyalty, and it also allows them to upgrade. There's no harm in making this drive compatible with that version.
So it looks like they're designing the system so that the detachable disk drive could be a slot almost, something that will apply to the hardware, to the base hardware easily, and look like it's all blended in and part of one console. So it's not like you're having this cable running and you're having this whole other block on the separate. It looks like it'll slot in somehow and it will be attached to an additional USB-C port on the back, because you know they need that front USB-C port for that sweet PSVR 2. So you can't have both, baby. So they gotta get 2 USB-C ports to be able to do both. But I think those with the disk drive-less version, the cheaper version, it'll probably have like a cover, and then obviously when you are ready to make that upgrade, you pop that cover off and you put in the disk drive and it all looks like one seamless console. So I do like that idea. I feel like PlayStation should have done this from the beginning, but I'm glad they're doing it now, and it's not like anyone's gonna miss these old models.
If you liked our content, mash that like button, and if you're new to the channel and want to see more content, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.